Hello everybody, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2. Where last we left off, we had infiltrated the big shell. The SEAL team, both SEAL teams had been completely massacred to a man. One man. And we had met up with the bomb disposal guy, and we are now disposing of some bombs. So let's get back to where we were. So here we are on the F connecting bridge, and we are having to Strut E, material distribution. Trouble is, there's a chap up there with some binoculars. So we've got to time our way past. Oh god. What?
Be careful, there are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep
What?
Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now,
Are you gonna
is
give it to me?
Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
This is mighty suspicious.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No, and whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too, but the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
I mean,
Could be.
when it comes to
Exercise
Metal Gear
extreme
Solid,
caution.
people being dead has never really been that much of a impedance. So, mine detector. We've just got to careful our way past. Same as before, you can just crawl and they don't see you. Turn around, please. Scooch, 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 scooch. Should be invisible about here. Huh, he seems to have pissed off. Alright, job done. Don't need to have that equipped. Oh, I see, he's come back downstairs. Okay. Strut E, parcel room. Gotta find the node.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
Oh my
I'm kind of
God.
busy right now, Rose.
Yeah,
You're right,
I'm
sorry.
recording.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There are all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building, and then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park,
And for nothing.
since the museum was closed. We went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler Building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
Yep.
What?
Take care.
Oh, I hate Rose. Again, everything people don't like about Raiden can be squarely pinned on Rose.
Nothing here.
Okay. Another one of these. So presumably it's the guy upstairs who... Yeah, it's not that guy who's doing circuits around the middle. Level 5, bloody hell. Okay, that's just a little hiding spot. And... Zone of the Enders! The game Konami desperately wishes never happened. Because it was good. So there's one guy who appears to be doing circuits around the inside track. No, there's two guys. If I just stay down. He's just watching the boxes go past, is he? Fall asleep again.
Nothing here.
Ah, he's the one making the calls. Doze off. Just...
There's somebody there.
He was so surprised he changed voice actors. Box 5. That's the Zone of the Enders box. Come on. There we go. Stupid thing. Okay, now we can start checking for the BAM. Upstairs. Heliport. Oh, yeah, I've just had a brainwave. I know where it is. Cutscene.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
It's the only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja, complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal
She's
Tango?
alive.
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze!
Why?
You
right?
must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Oh, she just cast herself into the abyss. What did you think sticking her... What were you hoping to get out of sticking her up? What were you hoping to gain there, exactly?
I saw a female soldier. Russian.
Must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a Dead Cell?
No, she commands a Russian private army.
They must be
So
the
she
ones patrolling
survived.
the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
So she's in charge of all the groundlings around here. Where's this one? Aha, there it is. So yeah, they've got a bloody Harrier. See the bomb though. Oh good. Where's the bomb? Ah, there it is. Up against the chocks. Okay, let's remove this guy because he's annoying me. And... oh, damn it. Fine. So we need to just slot ourselves over here. There we go, bomb diffused. Don't know why you'd rig your own aircraft to blow.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Genuinely, I really like the way that's like. Hi, he must have been patrolling the whole time we were talking. Ahem. But yeah, I genuinely like that as a bit of character writing. Any other supplies around here I can pinch before I go? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's get out of here. So we need to go to Strut D. Oh, hi, friendo. Hold still. There we go. What do we have here? Landmines. Candy. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought I heard someone coming down the stairs. Hey, he was moving very subtly. I'm not rubbish, honest. Okay. Yeah, let's just leave that equipped for now.
Nothing here.
Oh, I forgot they changed that so they can actually see you under the, when you're under certain things.
There's somebody there.
Sure as hell ain't. Oh, I see. He saw his friend out cold over there. Whip. Later. Oh. Didn't mean to fire there. Alright, so that guy's asleep. That guy's patrolling the lower half of the bridge. We can just run right across. Strut D. We have two guys, one in the inner segment, one at the far end. And that little gate over there, and that little, I believe,
Nothing here.
nothing here. I believe, yes, you can use this to, oh. I thought you could use those to like drop, oh, there's one on the lower segment as well. Need to find that node. Yes, you want. They're setting ammunition for guns that I'm a ways away from getting yet. I'm not seeing a node.
Nothing here.
Is it on one of the lower floors, maybe, or is that a side room? Level 3.
Nothing
I've still
here.
got level 1. Ah! There is node. Okay, I can't jump over these ones with the solid backings. Around this guy, see what.
Nothing here.
Oh, come on, he's just standing there. Move! Bit of jumps.
Nothing
So,
here.
wait. Oh, I remember now. Okay. He's way over there. There's our bomb. And that's all the
I have the
little ones
last
taken care
C4
of.
frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4, and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so
He's
certain?
already there. He's
If
not on
this
the roof.
bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do
That
we
seems
do?
like bad
I
design
have
to
a
me.
sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course, I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
That's
I
what
just
it does.
tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
Okay.
There's
classic
another
game
one
of
in that
Walter
pantry I
Polar.
was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Alright, now we need to...
Nothing here.
Okay, so it is the guy on the lower segment who makes the call-ins. So let's whoop. Oh crap, I can't go around corners. I've got to wait for him to pass me. Oh yeah, hop.
Nothing here.
Who is that?
What? Oh shit. Hang on. Hit the... Oh hell. Let's just leg it out the back. Okay, nobody down here. Okay, that's the backup team they were talking about. They're probably on their way to the other room.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to the DE connecting bridge. Exercise extreme caution.
Hang on. Let's equip this onto the ends box. Okay, so they're gonna... Look, it's not my fault. I didn't realise that those guys could actually look down. That's an unusual skill for a Metal Gear guard to have. Normally these guys have like some kind of cataract problem, I guess. I'm not denying I'm a Wally, but you know, I have my reasons. Okay. Binocular Man up top has woken up. Actually, hang on, is there a door here? There is not. Hi. Go to sleep. Okay, so we've just got to... Oh, I forgot about that. If you try and roll upstairs, you'll brain yourself. Look, I tried to barrel roll up a flight of stairs. I don't know what the fuck you thought was going to happen.
There's somebody there.
Nope. It's just an incredibly fast man moving at very high speeds. Oh, piss, the mines. Have they refilled them? No, they're gone. That's basically what I was expecting to happen. It's just like, oh, okay, the mines are gone. Blam! Instant death. Right, and we're back in the warehouse. They've probably pulled the guys. If they've refilled the landmines, then that probably means that they've pulled those other guys out of the, yeah.
Freeze!
No! Nothing here. Who's there?
Whoa, what in the hell? What in the hell? Okay, have we got a connection problem? Just a moment. Yeah, slight strobe warning. Okay, we're back. That was very odd. That's fine. I will... You go to sleep, and you go to... Damn it. Super sleep. There we go. But yeah, that's fixed. I'll just edit in a a flashing lights warning later. Okay, we're back in Strut A again. So, he said that what we're looking for is at the bottom of Strut A, so we need to go back to the tutorial area. Bullets. Here. Now, I remember this. There's a dirty trick here. Oh. Okay, no, I think that's later. Stick him up, chum.
Are you going to shoot me?
This time, yes. There you go, not so brave now, are you? Ah, yes. There we go. Yes, I forgot to pick up the detector. Hang on. Yeah, we need to go back down. Thank you for reminding me. Now that I think about it, probably should have gone the other way. That way I could have passed through the pantry to get back here. But I'm a wally. Alright, and now that we have a gun...
Who's there? Who's there?
Shot the radio right out of his hands. Get dunked.
What's going on? Respond. Communications with the AB connecting bridge have ceased.
Later, idiots. Don't need to be skilled, you just need to be quick. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Complete idiot. Oh, wait. There we go. This bridge still wrecked. Hey, it doesn't count. The alert he didn't call in an alert, so it doesn't count. Is there going to be a man around here? Nope. I'm gonna check under these tables in case there's any. I swear there's like some supplies down here. Oh, actually, what I could have done is I could have shown off how the cardboard box fast travel works. Because it works differently in this game. There's no... Oh wow, the melons are still destroyed. But yeah, there's no trucks. You have to use the...
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Okay, we've got
Right.
done it.
Move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
Speedrun time. Yeah, 6 minutes to get all the way back through without being spotted and riddled with bullets. But yeah, to finish what I was saying before, the way the box fast travel works in this one is there's no truck, but you have to go to strut E. And you're just gonna... There you go, you're just gonna go to sleep. This is what we call the zero fuck speedrun. Yep, right between the eyes. That's not going to give you any, like, serious long-term mental problems. Like, isn't that actually really dangerous? Isn't, like, a tranq dart to the forehead, isn't that going to, like, do some real damage? Right. Do they still have that dirty trick? No, that must have... I'm having some serious brain moments here. Actually, I don't need to shoot you, because I can just... Whip. There we go. But, I remember there's, I very distinctly remember that there's landmines. Like, someone puts landmines, under there.
Right. Pliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right! Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Brace! Well, R.I.P. Pete. He's very dead. He is smeared across the walls and ceiling. Where's the dudes? suppose not anymore. So, where's the bomb? If you were paying attention, you might have seen it in the intro cutscene. It's right there. So what we need to do is to get in, hop in the water, and wait, hang on. No, that's not it, because I can't equip the thing while I'm in the water. There's a break in the railing there, so we have to very carefully approach. Is that close enough? That's close enough. Got it. But yeah, at the very start of the game, in the intro cutscene, you can actually spot the bomb.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the President. Get back to the upper level.
That's a
Roger
thing.
that.
The President is present in all this. No new supplies in here. But yeah, I got blown up first time I played this game because I could not bloody find the bomb.
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed, shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Shit.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the President.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Oh,
Jack,
got
be
him, Raiden.
reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well,
Looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the President. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
Colonel's behaving very strangely. We're talking about simulation. Oh boy. Boss fight. That's cutting out one.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come.
Well, shit.
Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
Kojima's distinctive when it comes to female characters.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else. and without a death to call my own. Hurry!
Here we are now
Kill
cornered.
me, please!
The only way is through her. Here's the best goddamn music in the game.
What are you doing? Kill me!
Yep, this is Fortune's thing. Bullets just go round her.
Get me out of my misery, you bitch!
You saw that. He was dead.
Is it good on you?
It just changes direction in midair. Oh god, crap, she's in. Oh, don't shoot boxes. Oh no.
You can't understand my pain. That went nowhere.
Fucking hell. Running out of that's not gonna help. God, she's bringing the whole building down.
Right? Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Kind of
That man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, Raiden.
What?
He's killed off Peter. Now he's after you.
Why me?
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, Raiden.
Narcissist.
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
Again.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
It's on the heliport, can't be that hard to find. It's not very big. Oh boy, resident bisexual vampire.
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows? But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
A new leader, it seems.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one. Really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later. Then.
Now!
Oh! Right in the dome. Nope. Not happening. Fortune just redirected the bullet right into his forehead.
Damn!
Vamp. Are you gone? No. No. That death was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't die? Alone again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough.
We're kind of on a timer here, Raiden. Get a move on.
I thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
Just gonna cap her execution stuff. There's no right answer here, Jesus. Or he just doesn't shoot, one of the two. Right now we've got we have bigger problems. Oh, fatty, he's about to bring the whole place down.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already. I can't die twice.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a stake to hand, so there's no killing Vamp with a mere bullet to the liver and dome. Yeah, he's not dying till we've had our boss fight. Right, so we need to get to E. There it is. Fucking hell. I'm so mad right now. Uh-oh. Who's that? There's nothing going on, I'm just beating the tar out of somebody. It's fine, everything's fine. Never didn't have it. No more chaff grenades. Okay. Warehouse again. Oh, piss. I'll stand for this. Goomba stomps. Doing flips is faster. Okay, no guy up there. Did they put the mines back? Yes. So we've got to. Yep. It certainly helps.
Who is that?
What?
It's the Onion. I need that.
He wasn't there. There was nobody there. Ugh. Let's. We've got plenty of time. Yeah, but he wasn't there. You saw me look up when I entered the bridge. He wasn't there.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Dispatching reinforcements to Strut E. Exercise extreme caution.
Turn around when he's not. That's it. Zoom. Oh crap, no, that's the way out. I need to go upstairs and find this. the time they realise he's fallen asleep, it might be longer. You have about a minute before they realise that he's not there. Alright. Sensor B. Oh. Where's the Harrier? The jet fighter's gone, and there's just a bomb on the helipad. Now get ready for the best boss fight.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Is he Dead Cell?
I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time and life. Don't you love this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters. Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Yum. Good year. Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. It set me free, you know. Opened the way to a new dimension. So that I could become the Emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That is why I dislike foolish military types.
Boss fight in this game.
It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move.
All right, time for a game of runaround. Like he says, he's going to plant bombs. We need to defuse them.
It costs money to have your soup. What? Hey, it costs more.
So, the danger with using using the trank gun is that you can't punch through his blast suit.
How about a little more from Bob?
Sit still. Yeah, you go to him right in the top of his head in order for the to actually bear stuff. Health. He's spinning. I need to try and clean him out again. You're mostly using Stereo Panic.
More bomb!
Stereo Panic to figure out where he's got to.
That was cool!
The attacks, those attacks really don't carry when he's dead.
Another
One! Two! Look! Your favorite! Explosion!
I think he does eventually run out of flames. There we go. Attack's actually registering now. Okay, again. I'm glad we're on the same page. Shipping out the top of his head like that. Yes.
Look! Your favorite! Explosion!
Seconds I can get free. Shoot the shot in.
And it's how about a little time from Bob?
Oh yes, clean down. Bit of damage there, but it did knock him down. Sit still, you horrible thing. There's a big flip. What are you doing?
Another flip.
Oh, actually, if he's gonna make There we go. That's how you catch him out. You're looking like a looking like a Cenobite, with all those trank darts jutting out the top of his head. I'm pretty sure you get something for stamina killing him rather than just killing him, because it's tougher to do.
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Huh?
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it?
Where is it? You.
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Where is it?
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big shell with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
Alright, so now we've got to find the bomb somehow. And we haven't got long to do it. Again, this one got me pretty bad, but it's really easy. And from that we get Peter Stillman's dog tag. I don't know where he was keeping a bomb the size of a goddamn briefcase. He was sitting on that thing the whole time.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists.
Mentally as
Right.
well as everything else.
A lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
Yeah.
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin,
Oh, yeah.
I'm on the
Still
heliport
didn't
right
mention-
now,
mention
but I
the
don't see their
engineer
Harrier.
type.
It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Pliskin, not a fan of bureaucrats, it seems. Also, here's my opportunity to finally fulfill a request, if I can get one of these guys to sit still. There he is. Ah, damn. There we go. You know who you are that requested that. It's done. I told you I would do it, and I did it. No more badgering me.
Recast with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Unlike you, I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out of the open. Follow me.
How very mysterious.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lubelo. This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall. In the Shell 1 core, you'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core.
Okay. We've got to get a shotgun mic somehow.
Take this.
A shotgun at the same time would be
The
nice.
security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core.
Working finally.
It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
I remember having to search for that.
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core
That's
and those
not-
on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
That seems a strange extra layer to put onto a conference room.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here.
Oh, but there is. Don't you worry, I remember this one.
I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff.
Yep.
The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button.
It's
and
a
now they
briefcase
have
button.
it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up? But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same. By their only fatal aboard Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for?
It's a basic Nokia. They were everywhere in this day and age. I had one that looked exactly like that back in the day.
Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
Easy enough. So, we need an AK. Actually, let's very quickly... Here we go. Fake disguise. Looking snazzy. Alright, so let's give Pliskin a shout. Maybe he knows where we can find an assault rifle.
Pliskin, do you read me?
What's up, Raiden?
I just ran into a guy decked out like a ninja.
A ninja?
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
No. Can you trust that costumed freak?
I don't know. But the colonel told me to follow the guy's instructions.
And like a good soldier, you'll do it, right? I'll let you in on a little secret, kid. The ninja that was publicized in the Shadow Moses incident no longer exists. The guy you met has no connection whatsoever with the incident.
And how do you know that?
Because I do.
Huh?
Just be careful who you trust, okay?
Yeah, it's no secret. That's Snake. He's not subtle. Let's give him another shout and see if he knows where we can find a bloody rifle.
Pliskin, do you know anything about a Secret Service agent named Ames?
Ames?
You've heard of him?
No.
Listen, if you know anything...
No. I got the name mixed up with someone else. Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
Just what I said. Forget it. Talk to you later, kid.
Well... Okay, let's at least, start heading back towards the core. And... no, not cool. There's the... Also, you seem to be lagging a fair bit, Colonel. You may want to refresh your Twitch. Okay, the mines are proper gone this time. Tell you what, no, that's not going to help, is it? Arouse the receiving of emails. Oh hell! Oh god! How did you see? What in the fresh hell is this? Bloody hell, bloody hell.
Over there!
And he's gone. Ah, we've got level 2 card now. We can get into this back half of the oh no, that's right.
Return to your positions. Increase security.
That's
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
AK ammo. There it is. AKS-74U.
Looks like you've got an AK. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
That's a very odd, like, distinction to make. I feel like that would have been a very... like, having a disguise element in the game would have been fun. Thankfully, none of them ever come back here. Can I climb up this? Doesn't look like it. But now, if we equip... There we go, add... There we go. We now... Hang on, if I get down here so the camera zooms in. There we are. Whoa! Hello. Rotary grenade launchers, I think I will. How do I open this thing? I'm on the grenade launcher. Let's switch back to something a bit more practical. Nope. Zoom. Okay. Let's try this again. And try not to get murdered. So, group. There's Mr. Mans. Can we can just about... got him. There we go, taken care of. I am a master at this game. Demonstrably unfair, you know. Because I don't slow down on this bridge because it... Alright, so... Disguise. Disguise. Let's top up on health.
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
Kind of
I
busy
found some
right now.
information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the gravesite.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
So the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel and infiltrate the core section. Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
So we have to be careful here because if we can run around as much as we please, but if we bump into someone, then the disguise will unequip itself. First things first, we need to know where the first off where the microphone is, and then second where the node is around here. Right, I'm going to take just a very brief moment, and we will be right back. Okay, I'm back. You may hear some slight whirring in the background. I've put the fan on because it's getting jolly warm in here. But yeah, to answer your question properly, the explanation given is... well, actually, let's give Pliskin a shout and he should give the explanation.
Hey, Pliskin, were you really a SEAL?
That's what I told you.
But
what?
nothing.
Listen, kid, you're on a mission. Thinking about anything else can get you killed.
Come on.
So, you've got an AKS-74U. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. The AK is an outstanding rifle in terms of precision and reliability, as evidenced by widespread licensed manufacturing, not to mention large quantities of illegal reproductions. The AK is in high demand around the world. It is often used as reference for the design of new rifle models. Designs for Israel's Galil, Finland's Valmet, and other rifles are based on the basic structure of the AK. You have a smaller model of the AKS-74 that was designed for use by Special Forces personnel. The stock will only extend to a maximum length of 726 millimeters, a feature that makes the rifle easier to handle in small spaces. The AK can be fitted with a suppressor. With a suppressor, you won't have to worry about your gunshots being heard.
He's going.
Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
Alright, I'm gonna buzz him one more time. If he doesn't give the actual explanation, I'll just say it.
I see you're wearing the enemy field uniform.
This is the right
Looks pretty good on you.
Cut it out. It's bad enough that I'm dripping with sweat, wondering when somebody's gonna see through my disguise.
Don't worry, and quit being so sensitive. At least your walk won't give you away.
My walk? What do you mean, my walk?
Nothing. Forget I said it. I'd worry more about the fact that the uniform's a little small for your size. It just might come off when you bump into an enemy. Normally, a proper fitting uniform is issued to a soldier. You're just going to have to fit your
Riding in his
movement to the
picture
uniform.
there, just sort of... Riding in his picture there had this sort of, like, recoil moment of, like, first of all, how dare you? But yeah, that's the explanation, is that it's a bad fit. Shrug. And we now have radar again. So yeah, if we're spotted doing anything weird, like shimmying along walls or anything like that, we will be rumbled. You don't have to walk, but I like to. But yeah, we need to look around a little bit. Okay, no direction microphone. It must be. It must be downstairs. I don't care if you're not sold. That's the explanation, and you're gonna fucking like it. Come on. There we go. Let's try B1 first. See if we can find this bloody microphone. Subtle, right?
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Huh, that's easy. Oh, no, don't want to mess with any of the settings. Sean. Let's close these just because. Oh, hang on, there's a little. Yeah, this room's small. Oh, okay, that's just a little hiding spot if the lockers are no good. But yeah, it's a small area, so I want to close the doors on the locker just so we can get through more easily. Hi, friendo. Who put stun grenades in their personal locker? Oh, come on. Where's this bloody microphone? He is smitten. These guys are just defending the drinks machine. Wait. Ah yes, Cold Drinks brand of drinks. My favourite brand of cold drinks. Don't mind me. Please don't touch me. Okay, microphone must be downstairs.
All clear.
Ah. Okay, so these guys tag in and out. One does a there and back, and then when he comes by. Yeah, someone got so into stun grenades that they wanted to keep some for later, you see. Computer room. It's all gone quiet. A guy. M4. Oh, come on. Move like 2 inches south. There we go. Nothing. Oh, that's a lot of mans. Ah. Why did you feel the need to tell me that that guy's fallen asleep? 4, AK ammo. Nude. Hey! We found all the boxes. Okay. So where in any number of hells is the mic? Now he's legged it off again. This guy's looking at porn on the work computers, you utter stain. Whoa. Whoa! This guy's going full tilt. Ah, these guys are nattering. Okay, there's the directional microphone. Hang on, one thing first, please. Okay, what do you want?
You have the directional microphone. According to our information, Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it.
We're about to upset anyone who's ever had a pacemaker. Yeah, we're gonna annoy everyone who's ever had a pacemaker by showing off how pacemakers very definitively do not work. Okay. That's impressive that you can do that from a standing position. Alright. Yes, fun's about to happen. So, how do we get a retinal scan, I wonder? Well, I'll show you. I'll wait for this guy to come over. There we go. Jam his fucking face in there.
Retinal pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Don't even need to bap him, just strangle the guy. You can tell it's Raiden because his face isn't just a flat texture. He's actually got eyes. Just went clank. What the hell? Oh no, that's part of the soundtrack. That's weird.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious.
Yeah, I screwed myself in
If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
I'm actually going to very quickly save, just for safety's sake.
What's up, Jack? Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Look, I really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay, then. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh, yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
He's clearly
why?
uncomfortable.
Is
you
it really
witch.
that
Leave him
strange to want to
alone.
know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
You know, sometimes Oh, look, now we're talking about me, not you.
You see what I mean?
Why won't you tell me anything? About what you were like as a child? What kind of things you liked to do? What kind of people your parents were?
Maybe
I've
just to
never
sort of
heard you talk
it.
about any of that. Why?
I...
Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Dump her.
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a promise.
You see, I wasn't kidding at the end of last part. Rose is a horrible, horrible individual. She's downright abusive towards Raiden.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Yeah, so just killing the guards isn't an option here. Oh. Carefully.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
There you go. We've... Oops. Okay, we've got Ames locked in. He's over here somewhere. Just gotta be very wary of that guard.
You're Ames, aren't you?
There we go. I'm pretty sure a pacemaker doesn't audibly beep. I know because my uncle and my grandfather have one.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see.
Way to make yourself, like, completely...
Take this thing off me, will you?
non-trustworthy.
I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
You know what that is.
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
Now we're just going to be fixedly staring at each other for the next 10 minutes.
Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor, the core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will.
As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything?
Of course they bloody haven't.
The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
Subtle, Raiden, subtle.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows?
like
They're
how
a
the
band of lunatics to begin with.
subtitles scale
Nothing
up
they
and
do
down.
should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
You sound
Only a
disappointed,
few
Ocelot.
more steps to outer heaven.
To come all the way to New York just to get hit with a barrel attack. What luck.
Ninja Shalashaska.
Oh,
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
I'm having the matter looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga,
Surprised there isn't
how
an
could you
inform.
suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
Stop this infighting. I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Got some infighting going on. How's Johnny doing that? Johnny's still not doing well.
It's
Ocelot's not
happening
doing well either.
again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge!
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Leon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman.
Well, that was your mistake.
There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible.
I mean, wasn't there originally 8 of them?
Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan. Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline.
Okay, so they're planning to secede by causing an atmospheric EMP.
Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the president before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Wait, was that seriously a whole gameplay section?
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You!
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lule Lo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You...
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face.
Oh crap. We've been rumbled.
You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last.
Oh, not getting me with that trick twice.
Hold your fire! We need the hostages alive!
Hurry! Get away!
But you died!
Again, death doesn't seem to hold much.
Leave this to me.
Alright.
We have an intruder in Shell 1. All personnel, we are on red alert. Begin caution mode protocol. Search every section of the structure. The intruder may be dressed in our own colors. Face check all personnel encountered. I repeat, we have an intruder in Shell 1.
Oh crap, he's right around the corner.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either.
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
Don't sound so petulant. Alright, we're gonna save, and we're gonna pick this up next time.
Jack, do you need to save?
Yup, sure do. Alright.
Rose.
So, have you decided to talk yet?
No.
Nope.
That's too bad.
Why are you so interested in me all of a sudden?
Because I'm curious. More so than before. Does it really bother you that much?
There must be some things you don't want to say.
Like what?
You know, those things you don't want to say.
Let's see. Things you don't want to say. Like that you've been married before? That you're 80 years old? That you used to be a woman?
Rose.
What exactly is it you won't tell me? Do you think I'd hate you if I knew?
Yes.
Do you really have that little faith in me?
Yes!
No, it's nothing like that.
Then what is it? It really bothers me. The fact that there's a side of you I don't know. Sometimes I just can't help myself.
You've got me right now. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I know I'm being greedy, but it's just not enough.
Oh, I hate Rose with a fiery, fiery passion. Again, every problem with that people have with Raiden can be squarely laid at Rose. But anyway, before big vein in my forehead pops, I'm going. I'll see you all next time on Monday. Thank you, good night, and much love.